running over there. It's not running. Thank you, ma'am, for the introduction. So I wondered how an AI would have introduced me. So recently, I was watching Sundar Pichai's interview, and he said that Google is actually introducing and developing an AI that would take real phone calls. Yes, a virtual assistant. So a great part of getting things done is making phone calls. I think all the ICASA team members sitting here would agree to it after organizing this magnanimous successful event. Congratulations to you guys. So I would break it down for you. Just imagine a virtual assistant calling all the 24 paper presenters and taking all the details and noting it down seamlessly in the background. A lot of activity done there, guys. I think I have triggered the dopamine rush in my audience. Hi, my name is Chanu Agarwal, and with due respect to all the dignitaries present here and through the virtual front, I'm going to pepper my view on the topic, AI trends in contemporary world and corporate sector. AI, A to I. So I'll present my view on the top 9 leading sectors. AI has transformed the way we work, travel, the businesses are conducted in the 21st century. PwC estimates that around $15.5 trillion of business are going to get conducted by AI by the year 2025. Insightful, I know. So the first industry we are going to talk about is the automotive industry. I promise, I'm not going to talk about Tesla's successful story. It's not a monologue. So automotive industry, AI is used in the automotive industry right from the design phase to the after-sales services and insurance. I've also illustrated few of the very successful AI tools. The first one being Hyundai AI-powered robot that decreases the lower body movement by 80%. Yes, you heard me right, I said 80%. Next, we cannot hope but mention Tesla's autopilot driving assistance system. The next comes the bioscience industries. AI contribution in the bioscience industry has been revolutionary, increasing the life expectancy and increasing the standards of living. How can we not mention that? Next comes the very attractive creative services sector. Right from our Netflix recommendations to the Nike sports shoe that we touched upon on Myntra 3 days before, that's still haunting us. AI has actually marketed better search approaches. Talking of that, there's a very famous app, LoopMe. It's a purchase loop application wherein, based on the past analytics and data of your orders, delivery is pre-delivered right at your doorstep. I'll break it down for you. Imagine, girls, not maintaining your stock of sanitary pads for this month and still getting a sanitary pad delivered at your doorstep right at the time. Insightful, I know. By the way, AI understands, when will you? The next comes the data sector. Data is power indeed. So ever wondered why after purchasing through your favorite retail sector, you get the same kind of text around the same fashion preferences? That's because AI has actually read your raw data and used it for marketing. I have also illustrated Digital Genius, an application that provides chatbot services. The next comes the very lucrative education sector. Education and accountancy are two professions wherein, despite the innovation and the advancements, people still want to go through the traditional means and forms. Yet, AI has made some revolutionary amendments to that too, like GradeScope, CTI, and our favorite language learning app, Duolingo. The next comes our home sector, financial sector. AI is used in the financial sector right from the top to bottom. In lending, robo-advisory, debt collection, fraud detection, KYC process, AI used all over. The next is the gaming sector. AI has been in its epitome in the gaming sector. Remember the 1997 chess game where the AI Deep Blue defeated the world chess record holder Gary? It was commendable and remarkable. It is estimated that by the year 2030, AI would contribute to the growth of 12%. Insightful, I know. The next is the healthcare center. So how many of you watch Shark Tank India? Great. And how many of you remember the startup Torchit? Anyone? So I'll speak about it, guys. So Torchit basically claims that they have actually built in AI-enabled power glasses that acts as a personal assistant for blind people. I know AI has actually transformed the Indian health sector. And the last is the ubiquitous Internet of Things, connecting us to the outer world. So after talking about all the sectors and the impact of AI, my story still revolves around the idea given by Spike Jones. Is artificial intelligence more than our intelligence? Let me break it down for you. According to Dr. Martin Kleppman, artificial intelligence is a biased intelligence. Yes, you heard me right. It is we humans who feed in data, and artificial intelligence gives us products based on those data. For example, if I create a survey here and collect raw data of all the CA aspirants, everyone's going to come up with CA is the toughest course in the world, CA is the toughest course in the world, CA is the toughest course in the world. And when I feed this data, AI, despite the analysis and the data, would come up with the conclusion that yes, CA is indeed the toughest course in the world. Still not convinced? Let me talk about our favorite robot Chitti and how he ran through to win over Rajnikant. But still he couldn't. Emotional quotient, EQ, still a long bridge and a way to go. So I think I've answered all your questions and yet left you with a question. Is artificial intelligence more than our intelligence? Thank you and have a great time.